Okay, look. Look, okay, I work at a hotel now. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm kind of just looking at myself. I should be looking at the camera because then it looks like I'm looking at you. Look. Leave me alone. Ow, I just hit my pinky. That hurt. Welcome to my channel. I don't know necessarily when I'm gonna upload this or if I'm going to upload it. You are currently inside of a cabinet. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Anyways, I guess this is kind of just gonna be like a talking therapy session because, you know, those are always so nice. It's always so nice to just talk to yourself, especially when you really need it. Right. Anyways, I need to shut the up. I look too dark. Hold on. That's where you were. Yeah, that's where you were. I look weird. Yeah. So I kind of did this as like a little video diary at first. But, you know, things happen. Like your phone gets stolen in Florida. That'll be a story for a different day. It's always nice to kind of just talk to yourself, especially when it comes to, I guess, like little things like this, because I get to document it. It's a little inconvenient that I'm documenting it at work. And also, it's almost 1 a.m. That's even better because I'm alone and I can say what I want without, you know, feedback. By the way, if you hear a video in the background, I have my computer running, so that way I don't have to log back in because that's a lot of work and signing. And I could have just like turned on like a lo-fi music, but copyright. If you can hear it. If you can't hear it, perfect. Perfect, literally perfect. Do I look professional? I hope I look professional. So, life updates from the past couple of months. Obviously got a new job. I started going to the gym. That was really cool. I really don't know what to talk about. This is kind of embarrassing. I wish I had like a story to say. I'm working on a short film that will be out in January. I'm super excited. It's called Coffee. And as far as we all know, it's about coffee. It's a screenplay called Coffee, about coffee. And that's all that I'm telling you because I can't spoil it, especially since it's about a real life person. I think they know who they are. What? Who said that? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, working on a short film. We start filming at the end of June, beginning of July. I'm reapplying for college for a degree in business. What else? Yeah, I'm kind of just really excited about what's going on right now. My life feels like I'm finally at like this standstill that just feels constant. And it also just feels nice to kind of have a sense of stability. I'm still broke as hell. Okay? We're gonna broke. But I am truly the happiest I've ever been. And I'm living my life like a rich man. So, and you know, that's really exciting. As far as college, I already went to college, but I ended up leaving. Mostly because I was going through a lot when I had went to college the first time, and I went to college with a certain expectation that I ended up failing miserably at. I was scared and I was lonely and I had no help. And when you are at the lowest of lows mentally and there's so much going on, you kind of have to force yourself to accept it, even if you don't want to. So I've kind of just taken a lot of time to reflect on all of that Needless to say, I went to college at literally the worst time in my entire life. And I was beyond unprepared, beyond not ready, especially since when I had first went to college, my mother was going through her health conditions. I was going through my own personal struggles. I was lonely as hell. My job was getting ready to shut down. Thanks, Joanne Fabrics. I can say that out loud now. They're out of business, okay? They can't sue me, okay? They're out of business. Don't mind me, okay? I look stupid right now. If I look stupid, please don't tell me. I'm begging you. Let me look stupid in peace. Anyways, when I went to college, it was by far the worst time of my entire life. And I swore for the longest time that I was never going to go back. It wasn't until, one, I started working here, because I had already had the question in mind that I wanted to go back to college briefly. And then I just decided not to because I couldn't handle it. At least I didn't think so at the time. But I think what really got me interested back into college was working here and seeing like what all I could do in this industry, because I'm working in hospitality. And when you work in hospitality, there's so much opportunity to, grow inside of the company. And I've always told myself that I didn't want to marry a rich man. I wanted to be the rich man. And I'm still like that. For one, I think that relationships are just personally a waste of my time because I have so much better shit to do than be in a relationship. I see how people are in this company, and I think that it's absolutely beautiful. And this is the first time that I've had a job and my life didn't feel real. Nothing feels real when I work at this job, quite literally, because this job just feels so perfect and like it's not for me that it feels too right. Like it feels too perfect almost. Like I still come here and I'm just like, I work here. This place pays me. It's so nice. So first things first, to the company that I'm working for, I love y'all bad. Literally so bad. Y'all are awesome, okay? I'm not gonna say the company name because yes, it is free publicity, but like, I'm not trying to get sued or fired for doing this at work because real there's some things that I could be doing right now. Sorry, didn't mean to curse. And yeah, I love my company. Love y'all. Hope to be up where you are eventually someday. So yeah, there's that. And then along with that, it was also my sister kind of just like looking at me, and she was kind of just like, what is stopping you from going back to college? And my biggest thing was always just like fear of failing again and not being able to do it. I want to be able to do it, and I want to be able to be successful, and I want to be able to be great at what I do. I think the thing that I wanted to do the most, and it was right after I took a vacation or a trip across the country, and I saw how beautiful my surroundings were outside of my state of where I'm living at now. And I looked around my surroundings and I was like, there's so much out there and I want to experience it so bad. Literally, I want to experience it so bad. And there's so much that I can do that's just not in here. Not here. There's so much that I can experience that is not here. I can do so much with my life, especially with the person who I am right now. With my background, like my job background, quite literally, I can do anything. And it's super cool. I love my life right now. I love my job. I think that it's super cool. And I'm very privileged to be here because, to be honest, this is a really, I'm not going to say it's a really hard field to get in, but it's a decently difficult field to get in because they look for a very specific type of person to go into the hospitality industry. And I'm not saying that as like a way to like hate on the hospitality industry, because I think that the hospitality industry is absolutely beautiful. However, the hospitality industry is so hard to get into because it's simply not just being good at customer service. I'm currently reading this book about the difference between good customer service and hospitality, and also just being a very strong business person. Hence on why I want to go to college for business, because it's such an interesting topic to look into, and it's so cool to just look into it. It's cool to look into stuff like that. And the thing that I love the most about the hospitality industry is just how much I could do with it. There's so much that you can do in the field of hospitality. Like, it's not just like hotel work or like flight attendant. There's so much more that goes into it that I'm still currently doing research myself on, that like I'm looking at it and I'm just like, that's so cool. It's so cool. So I think what I personally want to do, I really want to excel in the career of hospitality, and I want to go further into it because like it just sounds so nice and it sounds fulfilling, and I want to see how far I can go and go further. Like, if this is where my stopping point has to be, I'm gonna go here. I feel as though going back to college and kind of just looking at this field as a total, it will help me get over that barrier quicker. Because obviously I could easily get over that barrier. Look at me. I'm fabulous. I can easily go over that barrier, but it just takes a few years. Or like it takes years. I want to get past that barrier within like the next 5 years. I want to be able to like look back and be like, damn, that was easy. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations. Otherwise, it wouldn't be my life. Quite literally, it would not be my life if there was no trials and tribulations. I know that after I get through the trials and tribulations and all of the personal errors, like the one that I'm currently going through now, which is reapplying after failing college the first time, I know that after I, fulfill that, it's going to be so exciting. And I'm so ready for it. Because once I start, there's going to be no stopping me. Literally, there's going to be nothing to stop me. I'm going to be boss man. Why? Because I already manifested it. I am boss man. I am boss man. And you are too. You are boss man. Or if you're a female and you believe in women empowerment, you are a boss lady. Clock it. You're a boss lady. Be that boss lady. Be that boss man. Make that moolah. Make that cash. Because you deserve it. You deserve that good life. Everyone does. Everyone deserves a good life. Everyone deserves prosperity. Everybody deserves happiness. And everybody, in my opinion, deserves moolah, cash. Period. I don't know how long I was talking for. I have a very loud mouth. Anyways, yeah. That's pretty much it for this therapy session. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time with whatever this is. Okay. Mwah.